Hi, sweetheart. I want to share a line from chapter 13 of the Guiltless World. The cloud of guilt. The first line, the first paragraph, it says, guilt remains the only thing that hides the Father, for guilt is the attack upon his Son. The guilty always condemn, and having done so, they will still condemn, linking the future to the past, as it is the ego's law. Fidelity to this law lets no light in, for it demands fidelity to darkness and forbids awakening. So I find it very interesting that it says the guilty always condemn. The guilty condemn. So interesting, isn't it? I think the practical application of this is when I find myself condemning or judging someone else, it's a surefire sign that I feel that guilt in myself, that I'm projecting. And we have such a beautiful example of that in the crucifixion story, where Christ is being nailed to a cross. He is dying. He has been falsely accused. And he looks out at the people who have hurt him, who are killing him. And he says, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. He doesn't condemn them. Someone who is without sin, without guilt, is not condemning them because he has no guilt within himself to project onto them. So he's able to look at them with a gentle compassion and go, well, they're ignorant. I mean, that's clear. But I'm not judging them. I'm not condemning them. Wow. It's astounding to me. If you don't have guilt, you don't condemn. And if you don't condemn, you don't have guilt. I don't know which is first, the chicken or the egg. I don't know. What I've seen in my own life is that when I refuse to condemn others, when I refuse to go into judgment, I feel lighter. I feel softer. I feel safer. And when I let go of my own guilt, my own self-condemnation, it becomes so much more natural and easy and effortless to look at others with compassion and understand, yeah, they might be lost in a nightmare. Of course, Miracles talks about that. But it doesn't define them. It doesn't change their inherent worth one iota. I find it really interesting here that the ego's laws are strict and breaches are severely punished. Therefore, give no obedience to its laws, for they are laws of punishment, and those who follow them believe they are guilty, and so they must condemn. Again, going back to this projection, is that the ego will never allow you to see yourself as perfect, whole, and complete. And perfect doesn't mean you're not evolving. Perfect doesn't mean you're not growing. I look at it as if you saw a little rosebud next to a rose in full bloom, you wouldn't look at the rosebud and go, ooh, it's not perfect. No, it's a perfect little rosebud. It's not in full bloom yet. It has more growing to do. We can choose to look at other souls in that light. That some are lost, some are confused, some are still learning their lessons. They're still going through their process of awakening, of experiencing cause and effect. And it doesn't take away their inherent innocence. In A Course in Miracles, it talks a lot about our innocence. Once you, I'm talking to you, look into my eyes, beautiful. Once you believe and understand that you are innocent and you are forgiven, it will be so natural and effortless for you to see that in others. even the most vile of sinners according to the ego. It's not our place to judge, thank goodness. I've made mistakes. We have all made mistakes. And when we know better, we do better. Once we understand, we have a responsibility to do better. But it's a really easy responsibility because once you understand, it's what your heart desires. It's not hard work to let go of condemnation anymore. It's just common sense. Because you know. Please, as you look into your eyes, anytime this week, in the morning when you're brushing your teeth and you look into the mirror, please look into your own beautiful eyes first and set yourself free first. And you will effortlessly find yourself setting those around you free from your own judgment, your own condemnation. Look into your own beautiful eyes and remind yourself that it's okay that you made mistakes. It's okay that you learned through trial and error. It's okay that there were times in your life where you did not understand and you were ignorant and you made choices based on ignorance that did not have good outcomes. And now that you know better, you're showing up differently, and that's perfect. That's exactly the way that Earth School was designed to be, and you are showing up and you are learning. Thank you. I love you so much. Only the guilty condemn. If you find yourself condemning or judging, come back to yourself. Come back to the true self. Show up with self-compassion, self-love. Forgive your ignorance, forgive your mistakes, and then offer that same grace to everyone around you. I love you so much. See you soon. Mwah.